Soy guapo, lo sé, las mujeres se calientan, ya lo sé.
Hola, mis guapanatics. Welcome to another edition of Los Degenerates Talk. As always, I am your one true guapo, and this right here is mi hermano, Luz the Goose Lucca. For this episode of Los Degenerates Talk, we're going to be doing a review of Wrestlemania 42, both nights.
Really just one.
Well, we have to talk about both nights.
Not much to talk about. One.
We have to talk about both of them.
We'll do both.
They both happened, but we're never getting those hours back.
Yeah.
So, I think naturally we have to start with night one, the Usos and LA Knight versus the Vision, and I guess I show speaking, he was never really part of the Vision. You didn't even see it.
Nope. I got up late, had to take a shower. Very busy Saturday.
You know, for what it was probably one of the only matches where I was perfectly, I guess, satisfied because I was, it didn't overstay its welcome. It was already a match I didn't really want to see. So
No match overstayed their welcome.
yeah. No, every other match felt way too short. That one, actually, even that one felt kind of too short because ISO Speed wasn't looking too bad in that match at all. I was actually surprised, pleasantly surprised. But yeah, no, it was cool, I guess. I mean, he got his Mania moment to take out Logan Paul. And like, even though it was short, at the time when the match happened, we didn't think anything was wrong or anything was going to be wrong for the rest of the night. Like, oh, it was a quick match.
Yeah.
But then the rest of the night turned into, oh, that was a quick match. Oh, that was a quick match.
Oh, that was even quicker.
Oh, that was a quick match too. Man, that Drew McIntyre joke about how long we last in bed is aging really well right now. God. And then the Drew versus Jacob match was fine, but I just hate how,
Quick it was.
I was gonna say how I don't remember much from it.
Because it's too quick.
It was actually one of the longer ones, which is surprising. When I saw it, I was like, oh, didn't feel that long, but that's good for them, I guess. I don't know, it didn't feel like Jacob really struggled to beat Drew.
No.
It felt like the right guy won. Jacob needed to win. But it was just kind of like, it was the same thing with every match that night. It was all anticlimactic. Like they did some cool spots, but when it was over, it was like, oh, okay.
More could have happened.
More could have happened. They could have made it a little harder for Jacob. They could have made it look like Drew could have won.
Yeah.
Or was going to win. That's the thing I was trying to tell my friend when they came over for night two. I said, like, oh yeah, that's Drew McIntyre. He's a good example of someone who I feel like loses too much. Drew loses too much. I feel like it should mean more when you beat Drew fucking Mac. Look at him! He's a big, giant Scotsman.
Yeah.
Look, it does not look like it should be easy to beat him. But y'all out here sometimes be treating him like it's fucking 2011. He's a very different guy than he was in 2011.
Yeah. And he beat Brock.
Yeah, he doesn't even feel like a guy that beat Brock anymore. That was so long ago, to be fair, but like still, it should have meant something. It meant something to me when he beat Brock.
Tough it up.
Hey, Jacob. Good for him. I just wish it felt more like a moment. Not many people got moments that we
Not
got.
a lot of moments happened. There wasn't much of a
Moment mania at all.
Yeah.
Which is really sad when you realize the drop off, not from last year. Well, from last year, yes, even though last year wasn't that great either. But for WrestleMania 40, felt like every match had, like, people had some kind of moment.
And everything was at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, no, it was fine, Drew Jacob. But they had like just a bunch of women's matches, right? They had the women's tag team match.
Yeah.
Paige coming back was cool. Oh yeah, Paige was the match right after.
That was one of WrestleMania moments.
The women's Fatal 4-Way tag team match. Do you remember any like cool moves or spots for that match? Just the Paige thing, pretty much.
Yeah, they didn't do
really
any spots.
I remember the camera guy tripping.
Oh, yeah. And then they're showing him getting back up.
I remember the finish just because I was like, no, they're splitting up Charlotte and Alexa. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Like, Charlotte got attacked by Nikki, and then Alexa just watched. And I felt like that was set up because I guess Alexa was supposed to
Bro, so what are you gonna do? Jump on a couple girl?
True, but they set it up in a way where it seems like Alexa is just like letting it happen.
Yeah.
Like, see, and that's what I hated. I was like, no, it's Lex. What is Lexi supposed to do? She's in the middle of a match. And it's like you said. But also, why did they make her look like that? Like, why did they make her look bad? Just watching Charlotte get fucking mollywopped.
Yeah, that was. Well, at least Paige came back.
Yeah, Paige came back. She got a tag team title win and accolade on her first night back.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't want Charlotte and Alexa to split up. They're one of the best women's tag teams we've gotten in the past 6 years since it started.
Yeah, we need more singles competitors in these divisions now. It's too many tag teams.
They just need to call up more women from NXT, honestly. That's the
Yeah.
solution. And sign more women. Maybe they should make a rule now. We got enough men. Let's sign more women than men going forward. Just because if you want those divisions to matter, you need a little bit more structure. You can't have structure if you just, They built up a great tag team division, but the problem is that they took out all of the singles competitors. All of them. That's why Stephanie and Jade's title has kind of sucked.
Yeah, Status Jade.
Mostly Jade's. Mostly Jade's.
Stephanie's kind of too. Like
Stephanie's was better than Jade's, but
she
the
just
bar was
wrestled,
low.
Like Raquel and Liv.
Yeah, no, hers was better than Jade's, but Jade set the bar pretty low, to be fair.
Yeah.
Um,
I find the build up for titles going into WrestleMania pretty bad. At least the women's titles.
This was one of the worst builds to Mania ever, and I've been watching since technically 2005. And then when you include all the Manias that I've watched from the past, it's like, yeah, no, where's the build, man? What is this? Fucking 80s where I'm like, why are there 5 tag team matches that are happening for no reason just because, hey, you gotta wait to watch Hogan. You gotta wait to watch Roman and Cody and Punk and Randy. No, please don't do that. What about all the hard work of the women's tag team division? But good for Paige.
Yeah.
I don't, yeah. Then there was AJ Becky, right?
Yeah, that didn't have a lot of moments.
Unfortunately not.
The moment they had was until the turnbuckle and AJ missed it.
But I think they did the same thing in the Elimination Chamber match too, except AJ got the upper hand.
Yeah.
So it just felt like a copy and paste of the match from the month before, except not as bad as the match from Chamber, but it was still just like nothing really special happened. It was just like, yay, Becky's got the belt again. She's a 3-time champion. Actually, we gotta shout out the positives. Becky's a 3-time world champion. Hey, that's cool. But it sucks that they didn't have a better match.
Yeah.
And it sucks that, I feel like I should have been more hyped for this feud, the AJ Becky one. And I was initially.
But it had a long story, but they just didn't end it right.
I think, unfortunately, AJ and Becky might have suffered from the same effect as the Drew Cody thing, kind of. Not as bad as Drew Cody,
Yeah.
but it was still all of this time building up to the match of Mania just for this. And what did you really do to build up that time? You put us through a Maxine Debris title reign. It's all you fucking did to make us wait.
So this should have known. I should have known after that. That was gonna be a shitty WrestleMania.
I should have known too. But yeah, it's a shame. Becky's buried in this. AJ, I'm really honest. I haven't been a fan of AJ's return since after the WrestlePalooza thing. Well, maybe since after the Survivor Series.
Yeah.
It was still cool, the idea of AJ's in War Games too, star power.
Exactly. After that, though.
After that, it was like,
why are we here?
why are y'all still doing this?
Becky could wrestle anyone else. We're wasting our time now.
And then when AJ came back to face Becky, it was just on a random Raw, no announcement at all. She should have done a surprise return or maybe return at the Rumble. So I was blanking because I was like, when did Becky win the belt? It was right before Survivor Series, huh?
Yeah.
Damn. Because I was like, AJ was gone for 3 months after that, right?
She was a pretty long shade champion.
And AJ was just randomly gone after Survivor Series for 3 months, missed the Rumble, and then just popped up out of nowhere. No announcement, no hype. Just, I'm going to go fight Becky now. Why? It was because it's time.
It's clobbering time.
Not because you feel like it or something. Yeah, no, it wasn't. I think I was just fine that mercifully at last, Becky was champ again.
Yeah.
Where is the match after it was Dom versus Finn street fight. I know your friends enjoyed that match, and it wasn't bad. It wasn't
That was
bad.
night 1. I thought that was night 2.
That was night. Oh shit! What happened after? Seth versus Gunther. My bad. My bad. My bad. Seth versus Gunther. Apologies to Seth and Gunther
You're not
because
going to drink that night.
but they low key cooked. Well, they could have cooked a little more. All the matches could have cooked more that whole weekend. But at least Seth and Gunther were the best match of that night.
Yeah. Yeah, they were.
Yeah, they were. Which shouldn't be surprising. I mean, like, even with the time crunch, they're still two of the best to do
You
it.
still have Mr. WrestleMania.
And you still have fucking career killer Gunther. Yeah. I think my problem with that match was just, like,
Still too short.
Still too short. Still too short, and then the Braun Breaker thing, both spears were botched, unfortunately.
It feels like all spots are rushed that night. You get to your spot quick.
His hair looks nice though. But yeah, no.
Who pulled it?
No, Braun Breaker's his new hair.
Oh.
Yeah.
So does Paul Heyman's.
Huh? Oh, what a guy. I especially love the part before the Braun Breaker spear, the sequence where they had Seth doing the dives and then Gunther caught him, did a powerbomb onto the apron, and then he tried to do another powerbomb on the table. Seth reversed that, did a stomp on the table. See, you shouldn't have ended the match right after that. That should have been the part of the match where we really started. That should have been the first of the last 10 minutes of them doing like more shit.
But still, instead it was the end of the last 3 minutes.
And there was a lot of matches like that where like, oh, it's about to get, oh, it's over. And that match, unfortunately, was a good example of that. Still best match of night 1, but the bar was set pretty low for them to beat it.
Terribly low. At the end, they compete against anything.
It's a shame because I saw this meme that I love this meme a lot because they're like, can we acknowledge Seth as Mr. WrestleMania or guy who saves bad wrestling shows? And it just showed like Seth at this year's WrestleMania, Seth at Backlash 2018, where he saved it with a match against the Miz.
Seth saved me our last year of WrestleMania too, but that was only.
He did save last year. No, that one was included too. I was thinking about all of that one. Yeah, last year's night 1, and then there's another one. I forgot what it was, but there basically the thread was, yeah, Seth keeps saving terrible pay-per-views.
And what was it? 42. He was like the guy who did like the main big scene on there with the. And it came with the Shield outfit. And
Oh, yeah, but no, they mean shaving bad pay-per-views as in. Well, that one wasn't even a bad pay-per-view. We're talking about 40.
but it made it even better.
Yeah, he did, but he didn't save a bad pay-per-view. He was saving literally Cody. That's the only person he saved was Cody. I got you, Cody. No wonder he's petty towards Cody now. He's like, bro, you did save Cody. You did save us from the bloodline. That's why I said 2 years ago, Seth was the undisputed, underrated king of WrestleMania 40, the greatest WrestleMania of all time. Don't at me. Well, second greatest. My favorite would be 31. No, the other pay-per-view that Seth Rollins saved was Royal Rumble 2022. That's the other one in the thread. Where I guess him and Roman had a really good match that year. I think we had terrible Wi-Fi there in that show. Remember, it was the one where they had 2 really bad, like, all-time terrible Rumbles.
Was it when he came from the audience as the Shield team?
Yeah, and he tormented the fuck out of Roman. But that was also the year that Ronda Rousey came back and won the Rumble.
And Roman Life.
And Melina was eliminated too quickly. Sasha felt like a jobber.
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like, did you
The
guys?
battle of those splits.
Were you guys on drugs that day, or like what's going on? Were you feeling off?
Was Vince backstage?
He was. He was still in charge right then. He was very much had his hands all over it. Oh, what a night. Well, anyways, yeah. Braun coming back was cool, I guess. Gunther, I'm tired of Gunther having interference in his matches because he really doesn't need help.
It's so random.
Gunther, he's already had too much interference in his matches, like across the past 2 years. And he really doesn't need. He's one of the few heels, because most heels cheat. But Gunther's one of the few heels where motherfucker can beat you clean, convincingly.
Yeah.
He doesn't need the help. Y'all just saw what he did to Cena? AJ? He doesn't need the help.
And Goldberg.
So I feel weird about it, but I'm also like, maybe it works out because we're planting the seeds for a Gunther feud with Paul Heyman of the Division.
Yeah.
Because he did say, you owe me one. I'm worried Paul's going to say, no, we don't, because Braun helped you.
Yeah.
And Gunther's going to have a problem with that. If I was Gunther, I'd have a problem with that. Fuck you, me.
You gonna pay me, boy.
I didn't ask for that fucking help, bitch. I could have done that shit by myself. And it would have been, honestly, nicer, a better match if Gunther had done it by himself. That's just
Yeah, but they're probably trying to say that for a title match.
probably. But, oh, the other thing was that, like, Gunther and Seth were having a brawl type match. But,
Yeah.
and like, even though I said that one part was really, that sequence was really fucking good, I don't think a brawl made sense for the two of them. I think it felt too forced trying to have them brawl. Because it was like, it's just like Gunther said, I'm tired of you being called the best wrestler in the world. I'm the best. We said this 2 days ago, they should have just had a fucking clinic.
Yeah, but they're trying to say Seth is smaller, so he has to brawl.
What a masterclass. Like, remember the Seth Cesaro feud for WrestleMania?
Yeah.
Where they did who would have thought Seth and Cesaro would have had like a match that feels like a WrestleMania match in that time too? That felt so random at first when they started booking it. But that's still one of my favorite WrestleMania matches ever, Seth versus Cesaro. I'm surprised he left after that. I'm like, bro, you just had a fucking all-timer. And Seth put you over too, man. And I felt like if they could have done that for Cesaro, why couldn't we have done more for Gunther? Gunther.
Well, because no one had long matches.
Yeah. That's the theme of the night. Oh, Steph versus Liv! Oh! That one makes me mad.
That was quick as fuck.
I know. I thought the whole point of like rocket shipping Stephanie Bacare to WrestleMania as world champion in her first WrestleMania was because they're like, oh, she's a really good wrestler, so she's gonna have a fucking banger on the show.
No one was allowed to have fingers.
Like, that's why my match makes me so bad. And then Liv, I felt like this is Liv's big moment. She won the Rumble, but we've been waiting for her to win the Rumble for a long time. And then
No finger for her either.
she doesn't really look strong from beating Stephanie at all.
Mm-hmm.
They both look kind of weaker for it.
They both look hella weak.
Yeah. Liv very much had helped to win the match.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, that's not so much the problem. I just wish they still, like, at least try to make them work for it. Like, have Stephanie kick out of a few things and then do the interference.
Yeah.
Because, like, even in my original dream of what this match could have been, there was always going to be interference. It's fucking Judgment Day. Of course they were.
Yeah.
But it still could have been better. Oh, the heat of Dominic and Gelter. And it's hard getting Dominic booed these days. That would have worked. Like, how dare you should screw Stephanie? We'll get you, Dominic. And your mustache, too. Huh?
Yeah.
No, that one.
What's that?
Yeah. There's the main event. Randy.
Okay.
I liked Randy Cody. It's too bad the ending fell flat.
Yeah.
Because it was actually, if it wasn't for that ending, I think they could have been.
I hated the ending so much.
I think they could have been as good or close to Roman Punk.
Yeah.
The thing is, though, here's the thing I was trying to tell your friends on the weekend. I very much feel like Randy's injury, whatever issues he was having, played a big role in how that match turned out and why they did things the way that they did. But I still feel like
We could have teased the fucking punt throughout the fucking, like, the lead up.
I would have.
Just fucking randomly throwing out the punt when it's like a super move for him.
Yeah, I think I agree with Cody winning because I feel like if Cody's the guy, and I still think he's the guy. I mean, he's just suffering through the mid 2000s John Cena effect, where the kids love him, and that's why he'll never turn heel. But people are tired of him winning or being on top all the time. I'm not, but like, I feel like the right guy won. They just did it in the wrong way, and now, unfortunately, I think people are going to boo Cody even more because of the way things went down. Which is unfortunate because it's not Cody's fault, but it's like
This guy be taking hits.
I feel like WWE's logic is maybe if Cody gets his ass beat again, after, even though he wins,
Wasn't Travis Scott hit enough?
they'll love him. Like, no, dude, that didn't work. They see through that. They fucking see through that.
That was a nasty punt, though.
It was a nasty punt, but maybe it would have been better for Raw after Mania or SmackDown after Mania.
Yeah.
I'm not sure what happens with Cody now because it's like, you just gonna keep walking around like? How long are you gonna be walking around like that now?
Maybe 3 weeks.
3
Well, actually, no, because freaking Liv Morgan's has been on her face for like 3 or 4 weeks now.
True, but hers is a bump. His looks like.
Hers went down to her eyes.
That's true. Yeah, but
And his shit was like swollen shut.
Randy Cody was like starting to like. It was a slow burning match. It was a slow cooker.
Yeah.
And then
Pat McAfee ruined it again.
that's the thing though. Right before he got RKO'd, I thought it was hilarious that he ran back out with the fucking neck brace. it was really funny up until. Here's the thing, the wrestling matches at their best are supposed to keep you guessing, but WrestleMania 42 all weekend, most of the matches suffer from the effect of like. Randy, like for example, Randy RKO's Pat, and then boom, that's how he loses because he just like it was too.
It's too quick, and it wasn't very Viper like.
I know it made Randy look stupid as fuck.
Yeah.
Just call like it made him look super fucking stupid. And like I get it, maybe it's it's a mistake that like old Randy would have done or a different version of Randy would have done. But we're getting grizzled veteran Randy now.
Yeah.
You're getting GOAT Randy. I don't think someone who's already GOAT status and a grizzled veteran like Randy should be making such stupid ass mistakes like that.
Yeah, not at all.
Like, what the fuck? And of course, conveniently, Cody gets up like right when the RKO's bad. Like, no, dude. Maybe what they should learn. Like, here's the thing. I wanted Randy to punch Pat and RKO him, but not like this. I think it would have been fine. Maybe Randy. It was too quick, like you said. Randy, if he was gonna RKO Pat, he should have like maybe sold frustration better.
Yeah.
Like looked pissed off, looked at Pat.
But he kind of just boom.
He just did it. It just felt like he did it for a bit. He just felt like it was a meme. It felt like Impractical Jokers. Now RKO Pat.
Is he babyface now because he RKO Pat?
I know. It didn't. If anything, if he was gonna RKO Pat, like I said, he should have sold the frustration more, and it should have looked more like. Oh, now he's like totally off the rails. He's more dangerous than ever. Because now he's fucking pissed.
Yeah.
But instead they did what I just said, he's fucking pissed at the wrong spot. They did it after the match, and it was just an awkward ending to Mania. The heel was on top even though they lost, and the babyface was just, that didn't feel like a WrestleMania ending.
Not at all.
That felt more like the second to last match on an older Mania ending.
Yeah.
That's like, oh, that's how they end that one time match now. We gotta get ready for the Roman Punk same night.
Which was terrible.
Yeah, that's too bad. I feel bad for Cody. I feel bad for Randy because like of his back problems, he probably wanted to have a better match.
But he couldn't.
But I also am like, that's the best y'all could. Like, did y'all not try to veto that? Did y'all not think to yourselves, I don't know about if I should lose that way?
I kind of can't wait to see the what's their backstage thing where they reveal everything
Oh, Unreal.
for all this WrestleMania stuff.
Yeah.
I want to see what the fuck they were thinking of.
Well, I bet. I feel like it's going to be a theme of Cody now. I bet the SummerSlam sequel is better. I bet it's way better.
Yeah.
Especially if Randy's healthy and like, especially when you think about how much better Cena 2 was than the Cena Cody 1. I'm like, dude, watch. Randy Cody 2? It's going to be an all-timer in SummerSlam. And if I'm wrong, throw the book at me.
But also, it feels like Roman has a bunch of challengers and Cody just has Randy.
Yeah, which...
Like, why the fuck did Jacob Fatu go to fucking...
I feel bad for Cody, because I thought his first world title reign was great.
Yeah.
I thought it was solid. I thought Cena putting him over in the second match at SummerSlam, beautiful. His second run should have been even better by that logic.
Yeah.
He just got put over by the guy in his retirement run. And probably his last best match, or like one of his last best matches.
Yeah.
But No, they screwed over Cody with the Drew thing, the whole long ass Drew rivalry that was just stalling for Randy, painful stalling.
You could have just gave him another challenger.
I think the problem was that they didn't have anyone else. They felt like they didn't have anyone else for Cody except for Drew, but also Drew does not feel like the guy who is like the first challenger in your world title reign at all. That's such an insult to him.
That's like the middle.
He feels like either the one right before you lose the belt or the one you lose the belt to. That's what he feels like he should be. But no, and then they kind of put themselves in a little trap where they're like, oh, Drew's the only one we have who's ready to face Cody. He's the only one with momentum, but we can't have Drew lose.
I guess they could have a heel semi-face him now.
I guess. Oh, I don't know how I feel about that. We'll see. Night two. Brock versus Obo.
Night one was worst rated WrestleMania of all time. Just talking.
I don't know if it was the worst one
It
of all
was.
time.
They rated it. It was the worst.
I've seen a lot of Manias, guys.
But by ratings.
Well, fuck their ratings. I've seen some terrible ass shit, man. It was bad. It was fucking an embarrassment to the sport. Yes, I said the sport. But I don't know if I'd say it was the worst.
I think it's the worst.
Well, you don't remember everything you've seen, so it's fine. Brock versus Oba. Let me just time up. Brock versus Oba. Also kind of quick, but it was.
It was gonna be quick no matter what.
Yeah, I guess.
Especially if Obo was gonna win. You need to look the actual ruler.
Again, though, like, my critique of Brock and Oba is the same critique I have for most of the matches from the weekend. Why couldn't we, it was quick, but why couldn't we get like a cool kick out before the quickness?
Well, I mean, if he was gonna retire, he wanted to look as strong as possible.
I guess. But, man, it's funny because my problem with AEW is I feel like they spam near falls.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas WWE didn't do any near falls fucking the weekend. And I'm kind of, you know what? It pisses me off because I complain about AEW doing it too much, and then I'm looking forward to WWE doing it right. And they don't do any near falls, so now I'm starved of near falls. You know what that means?
You gotta watch TNA.
I have to watch AEW again. Oh, TNA? No, I was going to message my friend after WrestleMania as a joke because I was going to do this, and he was going to be like, fuck, now I got to watch Wrestle Kingdom. Like, that's how bad. I'll say this, even though I don't think it was the worst wrestling show, worst WrestleMania of all time, night one was that bad, was still pretty bad, where I was like, fuck, now I have to watch Wrestle Kingdom, man. Hey, wake up, it's not AEW.
You're talking about AEW, though.
But I'm talking about New Japan. New Japan is Wrestle Kingdom. No, it's not AEW. It's not AEW.
Okay.
God damn it. It's like, great, so I can't have anything I fucking want. That's how fucking WrestleMania weekend made me feel. It was like, I either have too much near falls or I don't have any. Fuck! This is fucked, man. Why can't someone just do one near fall? Just one euphoric near fall.
I was okay with it.
Yeah, no, I mean, Oba winning felt right. Brock retiring feels weird, but it's also like...
Especially when they're going to Minnesota for SummerSlam.
That's why I still call
Why
it.
are they going to Minnesota for SummerSlam?
That's why I'm still like, there's gotta be... No, he's pulling a scene in 2016.
You might as well change the venue if he actually retired.
He's got to be pulling a scene in 2016 at this point. Remember Cena teased retiring a few times, especially after he lost to AJ that one time.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm like, please tell me you're just setting us up for your last big story at SummerSlam. Because, bro, when have we ever done a big show in Minneapolis? This is made for you.
We don't need it.
Like, don't give me that shit that is for Tiffy. It's not for Tiffy, it's for Brock. Sorry, Tiffy, but...
Yeah, we don't care much like that.
I care about Tiffy, but like, I'm just keeping it 100. Brock's... You're not close to Brock yet. You should have been at Mania, though. You should have been at Mania.
I'm okay with I mean,
I just think it's weird that 1 second you're having her
watching.
in a big match,
Fun. Yeah.
big title reign last year, and then all of a sudden, having a number one contenders match on SmackDown weekend. WrestleMania weekend, SmackDown before WrestleMania. Oh well, she's probably going to be fed to like Rhea, maybe.
God damn.
Hey, Rhea needs challenges when you think about it.
That's true.
She's going to SmackDown. It's just weird. I still feel like the only match I'd want to see left from Brock is the Gunther one. So that's, if he does have a match at SummerSlam, that's it. That's the one. And then nothing else. Even though it's weird. I'm gonna miss Brock in a way. And think about it. 10 years ago, I hated Brock as a kid. Because he took the title away. He was beating everybody. He was Cody before Cody was Cody. Or he was Roman before Roman was Roman. We're keeping it 100. Roman did it way worse than Cody. But Brock laid the blueprint for those guys.
Not a good blueprint.
Well, actually, no, he laid the blueprint for Roman. Cena laid the blueprint for Cody.
Yeah.
Yes,
there we go.
Cody's not like Brock at all. Roman was more like Brock. And even then, it was different. But it was weird. I was like, holy shit, he's really going. I had that weird moment these past few days, like, what the fuck? I didn't realize how much of a Brock Lesnar was a part of my wrestling fan in my childhood either. But he was. I feel like that's part of growing up is going from hating the guy as a kid to being like, you know what? I get it. Or like, oh, you know what? I don't like people either, Brock.
Oh God.
Or being like, like he really was the GOAT in a way, in his own way. Not in the same way as our other GOATs. But he was his own,
Beast goat.
Exactly. Because obviously, if he wasn't a GOAT, then why the fuck would we care about him being over? Or be Boba being him?
Boba. Boba family.
Sell that next year's WrestleMania. It's gonna sell.
Oh, he'll get dropped on the card.
Everyone's gonna do this with their drinks then. The ladder match was fun.
No, the ladder match was really good.
It was fun. It was fun. Did you notice that they skipped some entrances in the ad?
Yeah, they skipped JD.
And Dragon Lee.
Yeah.
I didn't notice till afterwards because my friend came in during that match, right? Or before that match. Mm-hmm. And so I didn't notice. I didn't find out till later with the memes and I'm like, really, dude? WrestleMania, you're gonna skip fucking entrances?
Right? That's so weird.
That was the moment where I was like, alright, I'm with everyone else. Fuck those ads.
Why do you have such a time crunch? If you have such a time crunch, why do you make so many matches?
Fuck ads. Fuck that other guy, Mark Pencil Sharpener Shapiro, whatever the fuck his name is. Ari Asshat Emmanuel.
Yeah, they're not doing good. If you have to have limited shit, just take out a match.
Yeah, like what the fuck, man? You don't do that. Like I don't care how many people come out for a ladder match. You let everybody come out.
We didn't need division match. You could take that out if you wanted to.
You don't want to do that because I choose me. But like, dude, everyone who's made it to the card deserves the chance to have the cool gear show up on TV, the cool entrance, the music playing. See how many signs there are for them. We didn't see that for JD or Dragon, or I think there's someone else. I think Rusev was left out of it too. He was through the ad.
Yeah.
That's your beast of the match. I know you just saw two real beasts right before, but still, that's your beast of that match. He was the guy tossing people around, and when someone got to take out Rusev, they looked cooler for it.
Yeah, well, Javon.
Well, Javon and Ray. You forgot the Ray spot.
Oh, yeah.
That was a good spot, too.
Javon was kind of weird, because fucking, why'd you jump off the ladder, bro? He's like, this is like a good place to jump.
There are so many cool spots. I love Penta, but for me, I'm not a fan of when they do multi-man title ladder matches and the champion retains anyway, because like I feel like that's such a good excuse to take the belt off of someone without making them look weak.
Well, his whole thing's settlement, so he's not as good a face anymore.
He's not, but like, shit, no one could have. It was supposed to be like, that's what I love about those ladder matches. Like you're gotta guessing who's going to be champ next. Like, because it's so those are the most unpredictable matches usually. The multi-man ladder title matches. It was Penta anyways. I mean, good for Penta. Sure, he does look strong for it, but it's also like if there was ever an excuse to give somebody else that accolade, to pull a Zack Ryder at WrestleMania 32,
Yeah.
that was the time. How did Zack Ryder in 2016 win the Intercontinental title ladder match, and none of these guys could? Good for you, Zack. Good for you. You know what that means? It makes you better than Dragon Lee and JD McDonough. Oh, man.
I guess.
Is that wrong? Man, you could debate that, honestly, because, Cardona meant more to fans throughout history, but the other guys are better technical wrestlers.
Yeah. Well, Dragon Lee's more famous than Mexico. A little bit more.
Yeah. I don't know. JD's in the UK, I guess.
Yeah, but
not that much. But no, those are. I shot those guys out because those are two very underrated guys who I would have loved to have seen gotten their flowers. Yeah, it would have been nice. That's what was so great about Zack Ryder winning. Like, I remember at the time that it happened, I thought it was so random. But in the 10 years since it's happened, I look at it as, oh, that was them giving Zack Ryder his flowers. So like, hey, good job being like, somewhat still relevant after all this time, after we buried you so many times.
yeah.
And that's what I liked about it. That's why I was looking forward to this ladder. That was the main thing getting me to look forward to the ladder match this year. Was like, I wonder who's going to get their flowers. Is it going to be, we're just going to give another one to Ray? Be like, yeah! Are we going to give it to somebody else?
Ray didn't get to Ray. Ray would have fucking broke down the week after.
Yeah. I'm guessing that Penta is about to be an all-on title league. That's what I'm guessing. Or some sort of.
I don't know. I'll go see the page.
Oh. Impatient. Yeah. Because I thought either he loses it Raw after because he's beaten up. That's a good excuse.
Yeah.
Or, no, they didn't put him in any match. I think he's just going to hold it for a bit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
They used fucking Rusev a little bit for Javon Evans.
Yeah. No, but it was a good match. I might put it on my list because there were a lot of really cool spots.
Mm-hmm.
It was a spot, that's for sure.
Yeah.
But it was nice. It's like, I remember when it happened, at the time that the match happened, I was like, this is already better than Arrow of Night 1.
Yeah, it was. Literally everything. Well, actually, yeah. It's more entertaining.
No offense to Seth Gunther. No offense at all. They did well. It's just unfortunate.
A lot of matches exciting.
Yeah. Sammy Trick was next, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Sammy Trick. Oh no, that match is the one that pisses me off the most from the weekend. Because Sammy had 3 bangers in a row the other manias. And they were just starting to cook, man. And then
He said so.
like he just took out Lil Yachty again. And like, how is Lil Yachty already up? Does Lil Yachty have infinite recovery from 2K? Does Lil Yachty have all the cheat codes, man? He's not even that good of a rapper. Why are we putting him over?
God damn. He's not wrong.
The funny part, I've never listened to Lil Yachty, so I don't even know, man.
Me neither, so I don't even know if he's good or bad.
I thought he was
so I assume.
I thought he was a streamer. I was like, oh, he's a rapper. Since when?
I remember when was the last time he rapped.
God. Yeah. I wanted him to. I thought it would have been better. Same thing with the Randy Pat thing. Like, maybe Sammy takes out Lil Yachty before, and like, but I didn't think Trick needed Lil Yachty to like get the pinfall. I felt like he should have taken out Yachty earlier in the match, and they should have just let there be a stretch of the match where it's just Sammy Trick cooking.
Yeah, I miss when it was just like one famous person you needed in fucking WrestleMania, and now it's like you need 7 to 8 of them fuckers.
Yeah, like the ref should have done those classic. I'm surprised he never did this the whole time during WrestleMania, where he like points at Lil Yachty and says, "You're out of there." He wasn't gonna take it as out, and then just let Sammy and Trick just work together, man.
It's that time restriction. I hope they fucking give us the Unreal shows us why there was such a fucking huge time restriction. Is it because people didn't buy that many tickets?
Well, Sammy is still like, sorry, I'm blank. Trick still should have won. Like, that's not wrong. It probably is the right decision.
Yeah, it just should have been more.
It just should have been like, remember when Sammy said, like, I want to drag you to deep waters?
Yeah.
We should have let him drag him to deep. That would have been a better
We
story.
didn't go to no deep waters. They got to the like 3 feet part, and then like, okay, let's get out.
Like, if you want to do Sammy crashing out a story, this is going to be a little controversial. You might as well have Daniel Bryan his ass. You might as well have. That would have been better than just doing a half-baked of whatever the fuck this was. Either let him drag him into deep waters, or just Daniel Bryan his ass, have him lose in a few seconds, and then crash out, smack him out, and be like, nah!
They could have made other matches longer too.
Because at least if, as controversial as it is, at least if Sammy did the whole Daniel Bryan thing where he loses hella quick and then crashes out, you know, you save us time, but you still tell the story.
Yeah.
You may tell the story in a better way, actually. But
we didn't get to tell no story.
I know, what the fuck, man? Trick winning should have felt a little bit more special.
Yeah, it's almost like I needed the match for WrestleMania. Could have been a backlash.
I hate that you're a little right. Because I love Sammy, he knows it. Sammy and Hangman Page are my wrestling spirit animals. But they did both my guys dirty this year. I just realized I'm ready to crash out now. First Sam, Hangman, no Sammy. It's okay. He's still technically fair for the title one day. He's not as bad as Hangman.
So crash out at the end of next WrestleMania.
They did both my guys dirty. Oh, this is going to be a terrible year, isn't it? That's a bad sign. It's going to be a terrible fucking year. Yeah. I guess we should move on.
He's in his feels.
I know, it's just... What the fuck, man? Maria versus Jade. What'd you
You
think
said
of that?
Maria?
Maria versus Jade.
Oh, they said Maria versus Jade. I was like, she don't know how to wrestle.
Maria versus Jade was fine.
Yeah, it was. I mean, they had Jade look strong at the beginning, so that was good.
I didn't think it was that good. I think we were just so deflated from the other night that we were
Right.
willing to take anything. Because I know your friends were like kind of hyping it up, and I'm like sitting there thinking, it wasn't that good, y'all. Like, relax. Like, I saw someone pointed it out perfectly. We're like, oh yeah, everyone was saying how it was Rhea and Jade's, how it was Jade Cargill's best match. Like, well, that's a pretty low margin. I'm like, he's right though. He's right.
Well, yeah, Jade looked strong for a little bit, and then she said, okay, I'll take over now.
Yeah, but again, it still felt kind of short compared to the other matches. I don't like Io being a sidekick. I know it's technically better that she was there at all than not at all.
Yeah.
But I hate that she's just like, wasn't even trying to get a match in it. Like, at least
Well,
her
I think
character.
the freaking people were just waiting for fucking Jade to lose the title too. So
True, because
that made it great.
at first I was like, oh, Jade retains because he just made his group for her. But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, even if Jade had retained, who would have been next? You know, it's not like
Which sucks.
it's not like anybody would have been next afterwards, so they had anyone built up or lined up.
Mm-hmm.
Rhea, at least, like, it's a little unpredictable who she goes against next, but that's what makes it a little exciting, because at least Rhea, like, she's one of those girls who could probably work with anybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, we've never really had Mommy on SmackDown like that. I already thought she was going to go on SmackDown. That one time she teamed with Jamie against Selena and Alistair.
Yeah, I should have teased that she was going to SmackDown.
That was kind of teasing it, yeah. I think my damn well should have done it right after that, just like you're on SmackDown. Because then at least people would have complained less on the way to that match, because like, oh, well, she's been on SmackDown for months now. It makes sense she goes for the title right after.
That's true.
Yeah, no, I just feel like that match is actually overrated. It wasn't bad, but I'm like, y'all, I get you're traumatized from the night before, but relax. Let's not get carried away here, you know? No. Oh, did I skip a match? I thought Rhea Jade happened
You
first.
skipped.
But Dom Finn happened first, didn't they?
Yeah.
Okay.
You said earlier.
That's funny. Because I thought Rhea Jade happened first, but yeah, okay. Dom Finn. It was fine. Like, I know your friends loved it. That's what I was saying earlier. But
They have pretty good spots.
I personally, it's the first time I've seen a demon in like 3 years. I don't like the demon selling too much offense.
Yeah.
Unless he's going against like one of the top people.
Like, it's just Dominic.
I know, that's what I was saying. I saw your friends trying to say like, oh, Dominic's going up there. I was like, yeah, but like, it still doesn't fit Dominic's character that he's suddenly, going toe to toe with the demon.
Yeah.
All of a sudden. Like, no, bro. Like, yeah, he's getting better, but that doesn't fit his character that he's going toe to toe with the demon.
Yeah, he shouldn't be going to the demon at all. I mean, he beat John Cena, but.
But he still had hella help for that. He looked more competitive than Cena in the Raw match, for sure.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not trying to hate on him how he beat Cena either, because to be fair, him having so much damn help against Cena for that second match makes sense story-wise. I mean, he lost to Cena, and now he's like, hey guys, I'm gonna get this belt back. Oh my Avengers. Finn Balor is like, on your left. And then him and JD coming out like Wakanda.
God.
That's pretty much what Survivor Series was. It was Judgment Day's end game.
Yeah.
Judgment Day rules match. At least the right guy won. Both of the entrances looked iconic.
Yeah. Fucking Dominic's was crazy. I like Dominic's more. The fucking big ass throne.
I understand.
He looked like Doom.
No, if anything, I would have saved a cool entrance like that for him winning a world title.
Yeah.
Or him actually winning something or being in a bigger spot. But no, like I know some Dominic lovers are gonna hate this, but I feel like it would have made more sense if it was just a simple squash. If he's fighting the demon, of course.
No, not with that entrance.
That entrance set him up to do what he ended up doing, but I feel like. And then I don't like how they made it a street fight last minute, because to me that felt like people are upset about night one. Let's make it a street fight. That doesn't fix that.
Also give Dominic a chance.
I guess it gave Dominic a chance, but like. I thought it would have made more sense story-wise if you locked Dominic in a cage with the demon.
Oh, hell no. Then he loses so quick.
He's trapped the demon.
Exactly, so he's going to lose. The street fight at least gives him a chance to fucking do something.
But, yeah, no. I mean, at least the demon's back. Finn Balor can move on for Judgment Day, I hope.
Yeah.
I think. I don't know. Dominic just attacked him on Raw, so we'll see.
Yeah, he did just attack him. So probably like another backlash match. And hopefully it's over, because I feel like they've been like borderline ready to fight for fucking over a year now.
I hate all the Judgment Day feuds feel terrible.
They're all terrible.
The Damien versus Finn one, the Finn versus Dominic one, the Dominic versus Damien one, the Rhea versus Liv one, I guess, too wasn't. Well, no, actually, that was a little better, but it had its problems.
It was better overall though.
Yeah, but it also suffered a little bit from the Drew Cody effect, where it went on too long, and then Liv was back to tag teaming after it was over.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at least the entrances were cool. Now, if you want to talk about entrances, though, Roman and Punk.
Dominic was still better.
I prefer Roman and Punk's entrances, man. Fucking the return of his old theme song, the Aura. It was beautiful. I felt like that meme from How I Trained Your Dragon. You're as beautiful as the day I lost you. It's iconic. For a second, I almost turned into Liz.
What the heck?
Huh? But the Punk one too. Ooh. Ooh. If you know, you know. Miss Area Contara came back. I never thought they would do that. I'm like, damn, people like, you really are different from Vince, man. if you were willing to let Miss Area Contara play at a WrestleMania in the main event against. I was so. That for me, that was the biggest surprise of WrestleMania. No offense to me. That was the one that made me go, whoa, no fucking way.
Yeah, take that, Death Rebel.
I remember when the Miss Area Contara started playing, I was like, fuck. Why do I want him to win now? The right guy won. Roman should have won.
Yeah, Punk's kind of.
But
He don't like it, but he's washed.
Like in that match. Well, that was part of the story of the match. He was somewhat washed, but
But it's also
it worked.
It's a lot slower.
Yeah, but that might be the best match since he came back from WWE.
Yeah, besides him and Gunther.
Okay, Lucca played the Gunther. Roman Punk was amazing. It was amazing.
It was.
It saved the weekend, low key. Because the weekend still sucked, but
Saved at least the ending for night 2. Night 1 cannot be saved.
I'm sorry, Cody. But it was still, that was a lot of fun. That's what WrestleMania should be. That match alone is what WrestleMania should be.
At least Cody had a WrestleMania moment with his eye.
Oh, Jesus. Yeah. There's so many.
Fucking Danhausen had a WrestleMania moment too.
Yeah, no,
And his midgets too.
it was pretty funny him taking away Miz and then him going away with the smoke and making Cena laugh.
Yeah.
That was cool. How ironic that WrestleMania also included Kid Wilson acting more toxic than ever when he pushed that midget down. Like, yo, hey, man, you look like you fucking mollywopped his ass. What the fuck? I'm sorry, Obafemi.
Well, they pushed the shit out of him.
I know. Hey, that dude's trying to sue. No, he's fine. He's probably like, best night of my life.
I'm crippled.
Oh shit. Yeah, no, that was a good man. Funny segment with Danhausen. There's so many good spots from that man. The whole Superman punches while Punk was upside down.
Oh yeah.
Punk going for the jump to the outside, but Roman caught him, and then he went for it again later on. I'm so glad they had him redeem himself and go for it later on.
Yeah.
And like he didn't look too bad when he landed either. I was like, oh, I'm so glad it went fine.
Or the knee when he was doing the ooh-ah.
Oh yeah. Oh, when he stopped the ooh-ah, right?
Yeah. I was like, yeah.
That was cool. When Roman got low blow, no, he threw the thing and he low blow.
Yeah.
Oh, people were saying that was a heel turn. Like, that's not a heel turn.
That's just fucking Punk.
That's just Punk being Punk. That's just Punk being like, this is how much I fucking hate you. And I'm like, you know what, Punk? Say, man.
It kind of reminds me of all the times fucking Roman won with a low blow kick out.
Oh, such a good near. There's so many good near falls. That's where I got my near falls.
I kind of wish we would have got the low blow kick out from Roman. That's the way to finish it.
Oh shit, yeah. Oh, Punk reversing the guillotine too. That shit was cool. I'm surprised no one else did it sooner. But in hindsight, I'm glad that Punk got to be the one who's jumping out of it a lot and like reversing the fuck out of it.
Yeah.
Because I was like, hey, that does make Punk look strong and smart as fuck.
Well, I mean, it has some UFC training, so MMA.
True. But
he wasn't good at it, but he had some training.
at least he helped him for the match. It was good shit, man. What else? There's a lot of shit that happened in that match.
Yeah.
Oh, and he almost went for the second GTS, and then he fucking couldn't get him.
Because Roman's too fat.
Oh, God. I don't even want to say my one critique, because it's not even a real critique. Like, I'm not even that mad it happened. But I said this to you when the match was over. I was like, you know what I would have liked? Is if Roman got the kick out on the second GTS. Instead of Punk just being like,
Maybe.
But in hindsight, they're telling a bigger story. Like, Roman's kind of right. You want old man Punk.
It also make a lot of sense because he did 2 GTSs to fucking Gunther. Gunther was a lot heavier than that fucker.
To be fair, I don't think Punk did a jump to the outside on Gunther. I think that's what they were trying to say.
Gunther wears you out.
True, but Punk had gassed himself out before when he went for that fucking elbow. Because I was listening to these wrestling podcasts explain, I'm like, oh, thank you guys, you actually made a match better in hindsight. Because they were like, dude, he was like, Punk was trying to say, I'll show you an old man. And he went for the jump, and he did it, but then when he collapsed on the second GTS, it was like, oh fuck, Roman was right. You are too old for that shit. But it also, in a way, it makes me respect Punk more as a character. Because he really wanted to badly prove something when he went for that jump and when he hung with Roman for those 30 minutes. But in the end, like, him desperately wanting to prove it, or prove his point, backfired, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And that's also a beautiful thing about wrestling. When the story is actually like, oh, there's actually a story here. There's so much fucking deep shit here, man. It's good. I like it. It's definitely on the list. For sure. For sure.
For sure.
Let me just make sure this thing's still recording. Yeah, it is. Wow, we've been talking for a while. So it's about time we probably close off. You got any final thoughts on WrestleMania? Should I talk about it still got you upset?
No, we talked about it in this night.
Okay.
Night one.
Alright. If you guys would like to follow us in our socials, you can do so in the description below. Tap one more, yeah, go ahead. If you have any ideas for future videos that we should do, any of your own thoughts at WrestleMania that you'd like to leave for us, please do so in the comments below as well. But besides that, you guys, I'm your one true Guapo. This is me, hermano John Lucca. We have been Los Degenerates. Stay guapo, mis amigos.
If you can.